Okay, let's talk about how to create a Flash banner for your affiliates. Now, Flash banner can consist of anything you can create in Flash, so you can have audio and animation and a lot of really cool stuff. But the secret that we need to understand is how do we make the button that they're going to click on in the ad track different affiliate links for each one of your affiliates. So it has to have something dynamic inside of it that picks up that affiliate code. And that's what we're going to learn how to do. It's actually really simple, and we've even created a template for you to use, which you can easily modify. Okay, so we'll try to make this as simple as possible. But you do need to have an understanding of Flash interface to create your own banner, of course, and you'll probably need to have Flash CS4 or greater to do this. So let's take a look at this one we have right here. As you can see, it's cycling through. It's very attention-getting because it animates in. And what we want to notice right now is that as I mouse over, the entire surface of it is one giant button. See, it doesn't matter during the animation, anytime at all, the entire surface is covered with a button. Okay, and that button, the action script attached to that button is going to dynamically generate the affiliate code for each affiliate that decides to use this. So it's pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and close this out and we'll take a look at how we create this. So here we have our Flash banner creation interface. Now I've already got one created here, so it makes it a little easier to follow along. And all our usual suspects up here, don't need to go over those again, except for the size, because whatever size your Flash animation is, you're going to want to put in your own size so that it matches, so otherwise it'll squeeze it and make it look kind of funny. Of course, you want to have your destination URL. That's where it's going to take them when they click on it. And then down here, all you're going to do is choose a plain wrapper. If you want it to loop, you can choose play and loop. Set the window mode to transparent. And then you're going to upload your Flash Swift file. And you're just going to, it says change, but you can change it, or if you already have one, or of course if you click on this, you can just upload it. So once you have your Flash Swift file uploaded, it'll give you a preview right here, and you can kind of make sure it's the right one. And then you're going to select your target attribute, whichever you prefer. I always like to set it to blank, because that way if somebody clicks on it, it opens up the sales page in a new tab or a new window, and doesn't replace the page they were on. And then you hit save. Okay, so the only thing we really have to do, we understand all of this from all our previous banner tutorials. The only thing we really have to do is create this unique Flash Swift. So let's go ahead and open Flash and talk about how we do that. So here we are in the Flash interface, and this is the actual template that we've given you. If you want to use our template, it's very easy to modify it to fit your own needs. Basically, the thing that you really want to have is the action script, which is already in here, and the invisible button, which is already in here. And they're already connected, and you don't have to do anything to those except possibly resize them to fit your particular Swift. Okay, but if you want to create one from scratch, we'll kind of go over what's really involved here. So inside this Swift, inside this FLA file, you'll find 4 layers. The top layer is the instructions layer. This is a guide template here, so that won't be seen when you publish. You can just leave it there. It's already set to guide. Down below that, you'll see your actions. That's where your action script is, and you can see that's right there. And we'll take a look at that action script. It's right in there. That's all the action script you need right there. And below that, we have the invisible button layer. This is really important. I have it locked and turned off right now, but let's go ahead and turn it on. You'll see it's I set it to a kind of a blue tint so you can see it. And it's a button that covers the entire surface of the Swift. And if I unlock it, you can see there it is. That's the actual thing right there. So when I click on it, we look up here in the properties, we can see it's named inv_button. Okay, so that's for invisible button. We can see that it's a button instance. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and relock that and turn it off. And then below that is the content area, and in the content area you can put whatever you want. Okay, now if you don't like the size of this banner, of course you can easily resize the banner. Just click anywhere on the scene and come over here and edit the size. So you can just come in here and change the size to whatever you want. Let's say you want to make a banner that's only 200 wide by 200 wide by 150. So just to show you, you can change this, hit OK, and now that's the size of your stage. And then you would want to come up here to your button and resize your button to match it. So I would just take it and resize the button to match it. And you don't have to change the name of it or anything. You just resize it like that, and now you have a new stage with a new button. And of course the content would have to fit this size. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and undo those changes real quick. Okay, so now we're in the content area, and this is where you're going to create your own animation, or it can be whatever you want, of course. And I'll give you just a quick look inside of here, just to show you this is just one movie clip right here. And inside this movie clip, open it up. You can see up here we have a timeline, and this is my animation, and that's it. And then I just set it to set enough frames so that it just sort of holds that for a while, and then when it gets to the end, it's going to loop back to the beginning and go through it again. Okay, so that's all there is to it. Just a simple animation inside there, and that's sitting on the stage underneath the button. Okay, so let's talk about the button. That's the only thing we really have to be concerned with on creating this. And if you're going to create your own, you can copy and paste this code out of the action script right here. We're going to open that up and take a look at it. So this is all the code you need right here. And the only thing that you need to change if you decide to take this in a different direction and do something with it on your own is you need to change the name of the instance of the button to match yours. So right now ours is called, as I showed you earlier, it's called INV_BTN. Okay, so as long as that matches the name of the button, then you're good to go. And you can publish this as a SWF, and this code will automatically generate the affiliates link into the Flash SWF. It's pretty cool. Okay, and finally, let me close this up real quick. When you decide to publish this, you're going to come up here to Publish Settings. Okay, you're going to publish it just as a SWF. You don't need any of the other selections here. You don't need an HTML or anything, just the SWF. That's what you're going to need. And under the Flash settings, just make sure you have the latest version of Flash Player set. And everything else you can kind of do yourself. I set my JPEG quality to 80. That keeps the file size down and makes it still look pretty good. You can do anything you want in those sections as long as you have Action Script 3 set. And then hit OK and then publish. And once you've published it, you'll have a document on your desktop that ends in .swf, as you know. So I'm going to go ahead and jump back to here, and we'll take a look one more time at our add banner. I'll actually start from a fresh one so you can see here. So we're going to create a Flash banner. And again, we're going to put in a name, we're going to put in a campaign, put in a description so that people know that this is an animated Flash banner that will automatically generate your affiliate link. Put in the size of your Flash SWF. Put the destination URL to the sales page you want to use. Come down here. You're going to select your wrapper to plain. You're going to choose whether or not you want it to play in a loop. You're going to set your window mode to transparent. Okay, and again, transparent, this is not mandatory either. You can set it to opaque if you like. I set it to transparent just in case I have any alpha on there that I want their background to show through, so it's just kind of my fail-safe. If the entire thing is, if my entire animation is opaque, it doesn't really matter. And then finally you're going to choose, it says right here Flash has not been uploaded, so you're going to choose Change Flash SWF, and when you click on that you're going to just navigate on your computer to that SWF file you created, put it there, it's going to upload it, you're going to see a preview of it, and then I would set the target attribute to blank and then hit create. And that's all there is really to the Flash banner. It's not as difficult as you might imagine because the action script's already been written, so you should be able to do this as long as you have an understanding of how to use Adobe Flash.